So, welcome back to another episode of Unfiltered Brothers. Here you have your boy Derek. To my right, you have Joe.
Yo, yo.
To my left, you have Pastor Ford.
What's up?
Man, I swear we got a great episode for y'all
Yes, we do.
today. Yeah, I don't know how long we gonna go, but we gonna speak our piece on each topic, and we will try to keep it short. But I'm pretty sure everybody got a lot of opinions on the different topics that we're gonna be discussing. And so for the first one, I know y'all may have seen on social media. It was the little boy Cannon, the 5-year-old who was shot and killed in North Carolina while he was riding his bike. The killer was arrested the following day and was charged with first-degree murder and held without bond. So they said the killer, like, he was a neighbor of the family for about 8 years. They said the dad had talked to the guy the previous day, and when they spoke to the parents denied that the killing was racially motivated. And also everywhere everywhere that I've read, just trying to see was there any like motive behind it. Like all the articles that I've seen, it says that the killing, like the motive behind the killing, is still unknown. So I'm not sure. Like I don't know where people got that he killed the boy because he was riding a bike in the yard. Like people talk, they think they know everything, but that really wasn't the reason. We don't know the reason, so you can't say that he killed the boy just because he was riding a bike in his yard. But yeah, like how do y'all feel about people just bringing like politics into this whole situation and like pretty much using the little boy to go against like Black Lives Matter?
Yo, did you see about, they said it on Twitter, did you see where they said how the system worked for Cannon? How his murderer was prosecuted and everything like that within the same setting. But like, for African Americans and people of color, if the situation was flipped, it would have been like a drawn out thing. I'm gonna say yeah. I saw something like that. I saw people talking about it on Twitter and stuff like that, and it's just interesting because like, whatever the motive was, it was wrong. We're not gonna try to justify murder. We're not gonna try to justify anything. Obviously, it was a surprise to the parents because even they were like, "Yo, like what the fuck?" Like, we don't know why he did it. We don't think it's anything racial, and it's crazy. But to answer your question about using it as a thing against Black Lives Matter, I think that them people that's saying that doesn't know what Black Lives Matter means.
Yep.
Black Lives Matter, because I think that the problem with it is, and I saw this on Twitter too, the reason that people have certain people, specifically white people, that have a problem with Black Lives Matter is because whenever white people have been brought into the spotlight, it's been about their superiority to other races, and that Black Lives Matter to them seems to be us saying that we're superior to them, which is crazy because I was like, I never thought about it like that. Like it's and it makes sense because like
I was just thinking we was dying.
Yeah,
That's all I was thinking about. We dying out here.
Yeah, and that's the crazy part because we're looking at it as a literal sense of like, no, we just want the same opportunities and the same safeties and everything as you guys, and they're like, basically, it's to use it as a tool against a movement, bro. Like, it's not even necessary. That's not what we're talking about
At all.
We're not saying there ain't some fucked up people out here that just so happen to be black. What we saying is that we're not trying to die out here.
Exactly.
But
and I just want to say like, well, one, like what happened to the boy, is tragic.
Of course.
Like what the dude, like whatever punishment he get, I'm not sure his name, but whatever punishment he get, he deserve it. You know what I'm saying? Like we want justice for him, and we're not even saying we don't want the justice for him.
Exactly.
But just for y'all to like out the gate, like, well, what about his life? Like what you mean? Like why are you trying to get publicity off of this little boy? This innocent little boy.
Exactly.
And then you try to compare it to another situation. Everything that we discuss, especially during these times, when you talk about George Floyd, it was with a cop. Well, 4 cops, and it took them a couple days and a lot of rioting for them to even arrest the cops.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
And then when you talk about Breonna Taylor, yeah, we
Nothing still
nothing
has happened.
still hasn't happened yet. When how can you and like you were saying on one before, like mistake is a mistake, you know what I'm saying, but it's still consequences that come with it.
Exactly.
I can't just, if I was driving
Mm-hmm.
and I get in an accident and somebody die, most likely I get charged for manslaughter.
Mm-hmm.
Most likely. But cop walking in somebody else's apartment with a no knock warrant, like, of what do you expect? You don't expect the person that's living in there not to retaliate. Like, they don't know who you are. You just walking in their house,
Exactly.
and y'all killed her, and then y'all had a nerve to arrest. I believe it was her boyfriend. I'm not sure if they was married or not.
Boyfriend that was in the house.
It was the boyfriend. Y'all had the nerve to arrest him. Like, why? Like, y'all in their apartment.
And she couldn't defend herself. She was asleep.
Exactly. She was asleep. And the more information came out is saying that she didn't die right there on the spot. She was still alive for another couple minutes, and they didn't do anything about it. You know what I'm saying? Not stop the bleeding or whatever. So
And this isn't to the point of this discussion isn't to take away light from the fact that
Cannon,
Cannon was murdered.
it's the fact that he's going to get his justice.
Yeah, exactly. And I think that's another part of the conversation too, is that that's all we want. Is that we want, what's rightfully ours, and we want our justice to be handled just like his was. That's the point. That's the point of Black Lives Matter. It's not to put another's life over someone else's. It's not to make it seem like, because I affiliate with Black Lives Matter. Not to make something we are over here trying to be superior or whatever. It's nothing like that. We're coming to you as an organized group, and we're saying, bro, we are being killed in these streets through racial tensions and whatever else, and we're sick of it. They just passed a law not too long ago, so that way you can wear, whatever hair that you want to wear in the workplace, because we was deemed that our hairstyles weren't professional. Like, golly, like, what more do you want from us?
Why should they have to pass a law for that anyway?
That's probably stupid.
Because laws are a derivative of social norms, and what that means is that basically you're gonna have, because back in the day, like, I don't know if I think I might have said this on an earlier episode. Back in the day, if you stole, you got your hand cut off.
Yeah.
Until somebody wrote a law that said we can't be just cutting off people's hands. They got to do something else because it's not fair. And everybody was like, "Nah, we cutting people's hands off. He stole an apple. We got to cut his hand off." Like, at the time, the majority didn't see it as a problem until the law made it a norm that we collectively as society see it as a problem. If that makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, so no, we need legislation. We need legislation in place for us to protect us until it becomes a norm that we are equal to the same people that want to oppress us and hurt us. And I ain't mean to go that deep into it.
Oh,
but,
no, you good. I think.
I go.
Did you want to? I think my thing when we talk about Black Lives Matter, I think the problem I have with that when people try to tell you what Black Lives Matter is all about, it's like that's like me telling you. That's like you trying to tell me who I am.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Or me telling you something verbatim, and you going back and saying something different.
Mm-hmm.
I feel that's I got a problem when people be like, Black Lives Matter. They stand for this. They stand for that. We literally told y'all years ago with the movement. The movement is separated from the actual organization, even though they work, together,
Hand in hand.
hand in hand. But when you talk about the movement, Like we literally told y'all what it is about, but y'all too ignorant, you know, to listen, and y'all just wanna, y'all got your own definition, y'all got your own perspective of it. Just because I don't know, I feel like it's just because anytime y'all just hate seeing black people like successful, happy, happy, anything like that. Anything that's dealing with.
Hold on now.
Anything that's dealing with black people is always a problem.
Yep.
It's always a problem.
Hold on.
You
now.
know, you don't if especially that's like a all lives matter. That's probably one of the dumbest counter arguments. Protests, whatever. Anyway, if all lives matter, y'all should be just as angry about what's going on in the black community as we are. You know what I'm saying?
Stop it, Derek.
That's
stepping on toes.
Man, fuck it. No, that's real stuff. It's like anything that's associated with a black person, feel like y'all got a problem with it, and that's just what irks me. And then using an innocent boy to do that, it's like not even it's not even it's outside the family. The family don't even have a problem with it.
No, the family was like, we don't even think it was racially motivated
at all. But other people want to put their opinions in it because they know everything. They know everything.
Nah, I mean, people on the internet, they think they got it all figured out.
Everything figured out.
It's crazy. The other day, I swear, did you see? They had a video it was like a picture on Twitter of like the top of this dude's head, and they were like, "What's this part right here called?" And the dude was like a crown. And like someone else came behind him was like, nah, like it's the apex or something. I don't know what it was. And he was like, no, like it's called the crown. And she was like, oh, what are you, a barber? And he was like, yeah, like I'm a barber. I know what it is. And it's crazy because I'm like, bro, like why?
Exactly.
Like I don't know who was right and who was wrong, but if you were wrong in that situation, why even act like you knew what you was talking about? Like, why even comment? Why waste the time out your day to make it seem like you know something? But it's the internet, bro.
Yep.
If I ain't gonna hold you, bro, if they told me that social media was going away, I probably wouldn't be hurt.
I wouldn't be at all.
Like only thing I use social media for is literally comedy, dog. See a funny video. But if they was to tell me like we doing away with it, it's just toxic, I'd be like,
okay.
Yeah. Because I think people obsessed with it, and when you obsess with the internet, you sit back and you manipulate things in a way that isn't told correctly, if that makes sense. The point. So you took light from Cannon's death, and you tried to use it as a weapon against Black Lives Matter, instead of bringing attention to the fact that Cannon died, and maybe we need to figure out what's wrong with this dude and why and maybe if he's killed somebody else or something. You taking attention away from what really is important to attack something that you don't even connect with.
Yeah.
And my thing is, bro, if you don't connect with the movement, whatever, shut up and sit back, and then let us do our work. Because at the same time, it's like we don't need your fucking opinion on something that don't got shit to do with you. Go ahead.
What you gonna say? I was
I ain't do too much research on this topic, so.
Nah, you good. I was just saying, like, I was talking to somebody the other day about this, and it's crazy. Have y'all seen that picture with it's like these two little girls, they was holding guns? Have y'all seen that picture?
No.
Okay, it was these two black girls, they was holding guns. I guess they was taught how to hold the guns. They was disciplined on them. They didn't have the finger on the trigger. They were just posting out of a regular picture. Older people in the background as well, holding guns, whatever. And the caption, this comes from a white person. The caption was pretty much is like, this is why their kids get killed. You know what I'm saying? And one, I didn't see anything that was wrong with the picture. Like I was saying, it looked like that somebody taught them how to hold a gun, whatever. They wasn't pointing it at anybody. They didn't have the finger on the trigger. So for somebody to say that is just, I mean, it just shows your character. And like
Wow.
with us, and like I've seen, I mean, it's a lot of people that have guns at a young age. I've heard of people in school and like middle school that was going
They was hunting. Yeah.
hunting and shit. At a young age. And what we was in middle school, like how old we was like 12, like 11, 12.
They teach them before then.
You know what I'm saying?
10.
Exactly. So I don't get
But-
why that's a problem.
All right.
Well, I know why it's a
But
problem.
how many black kids with guns did mass shootings?
See, that's a whole nother topic. They don't want to talk about that though.
Yeah.
Nah, I think
They don't want to talk
They
about
don't
It's
that.
wanna
the
talk
same
about that.
thing. I will never forget when everybody was like, when big companies were coming out saying they support Black Lives Matter. PlayStation, Sony came out and was like, we're not going to talk about the PlayStation 5 or anything like that because we want to bring attention to to George Floyd and the incidents in Black Lives Matter. I will never forget. There was some. I was like, I'm gonna read these comments because the most toxic and worst individual is a fucking gamer. Them motherfuckers.
Yep.
If you've ever been, and for everybody that knows, those bastards, especially back in like the Call of Duty, Modern Warfare, Xbox 360, 2K, Madden, and I saw it the most in Call of Duty though when you was playing online. The N word gets thrown around by every suburban 12-year-old that ain't even black. And I went through those comments, bro, and it was like, I never forget this one dude. First, they were majority. They were okay. They weren't too bad. People were just saying like, I get it. We were saying I get it, or I wish that Sony wouldn't do it because, a lot of people view video games as an escape, which is still not important than Black Lives. But it was this one comment that stuck out to me, and dude was like, "Why should we care about Black Lives Matters when they literally shoot themselves in the street every day in Chicago over a pair of shoes?" And I hopped on that, John. I was like, bro, I said, first of all, I can tell you uneducated on how it is in those environments. Because one, hood mentality is literally survival of the fittest. Like you literally are giving the least amount of opportunities, supplies, and everything and necessities that you need to survive. So you are sitting back in an environment where literally the strong live and the weak die. Mm-hmm. And they're not killing each other over no fucking shoes. They're killing your ignorance on the topic is a problem in itself. And you don't even want to get me started on housing developments and all that stuff.
Right.
And but it's sad.
I just feel like this conversation is about to get real offensive. So if you listening, oh well.
This nigga said, "Oh well."
If you listening, oh well. Like you bring it up. Like they always bring it up. Like white people don't kill white people. They always bring it on black on black.
But you know what? It's not black on black or white on white. It's just crime.
It's just crime. Period.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's crime. Period. And like you talking about he was talking about they kill people over shoes. I watch Snap, and they be killing these people like their husbands and stuff just to get their insurance.
Bruh.
But you know what I'm saying? Like it be some stupid stuff why they be killing like their husband or
Bruh.
their wife or anything like that. Setting them up just for the money, just for the greed. You know what I'm saying?
Bro. Hey. It's like, why are we having this conversation? Why are we having this conversation? Talking about practice.
I've never, I might be wrong. I mean, it's just me. I haven't seen it in my life. I've never seen a black person kill someone because they was white. I may just not have never seen it. I may not just have never seen
Well,
it.
how you gonna sit there? If it was done, I'm pretty sure he's been persecuted.
Yeah.
Yeah.
everything like that.
You best believe that.
But how
history shows.
how you supposed to sit back and I'm gonna go out and hunt this white person down and kill him when I'm being hunted down myself?
Right.
When you got a dude, it's you don't want this conversation to be held because, like you said, a disclaimer. Oh well, because you know what? It's time. It's time for us to have these conversations about the stereotypes of African American people and how
We're gonna
we are
talk. We're
portrayed.
gonna talk about these people killing their kids and burying them in the backyard either.
Bruh.
They ain't
Or they
black.
kids going and shooting up schools like Ford said.
They ain't black.
Exactly. Or taking the kids a ride to the lake.
Bro, you know what was one of the craziest stories to me was that woman, she drove her kids to the lake or whatever, drowned them, and then called the police
Yeah.
and said that like they, something happened.
It's stupid, bro.
Bro,
I don't care
know,
if
there's
the
a lot of
kids are acting up. Ain't no black mama gonna do that.
Let me tell you something. My mom, I bet you all my money that, and like I said, like it ain't everybody got a touch of crazy in them somewhere, somehow, every race or
Just
whatever.
got a little touch.
I'm pretty sure,
Touch.
it's some crazy niggas out there.
I'm one of them.
But it's like, stop making it seem like it's us. Stop making it seem like, first of all, stop trying to make us out to be the bad guys when we all know we're not. But stop, because if you're trying to go blow for blow, we can go ahead and have this conversation about which race I think is, the better of the two or the worst of the two. Or
Well, they can't really. I can say it. They can't cancel me.
I'm gonna say,
I ain't really.
I ain't got shit to cancel.
No, they can't cancel me.
But it's not even. I don't even think a race is better or worse than the other. What I'm saying is that, like, as far as atrocities,
Yeah, look at history, man.
Yo!
I keep bringing up history, man. Look
Yep,
at history.
the history books paints them as the bad guy from the first incident they did when they went over to Africa and stole us from our homeland.
But then they
Off
say,
the
but then
rip.
for they say that, well, African tribes was giving y'all to us,
What? You said they try to justify everything,
bro. Yeah, so the
It was
justification
slavery.
behind
It was
that,
slavery happened everywhere, all over the world.
yeah, they justified and which was true because a lot of tribes in Africa were being traded gold, guns, stuff of necessities and everything for them that they didn't have because the European countries were a little bit more technologically advanced and they would trade things for slaves, which is true. But then you brought us over to America, stripped of us our culture, history, who we are
Religion.
as a people, religion,
Raped us.
raped us, killed us, worked us. Black women raised them kids.
Yep.
They would pull black women out of the fields.
Black women raised a lot of kids back in those days. They
Bro,
respected their kids. Respected the maid probably more than the parents.
but that's if they were taught to, because then they
Right.
would sit there and they would be nursed and everything by that black woman and treat her like dog shit.
Yep.
It's. You want to have this conversation? Let's have this conversation. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about how the black race is put behind hundreds of years because we was held back because we was oppressed. Let's have this conversation. While everybody else playing this game of life on easy and normal, we playing this fucking game on hard automatically. Just because we black.
Hall of Fame.
Man, come on now.
Hall of Fame mode.
Come on, man. Come on, man.
And we don't even gotta go all the way back to slavery. I mean, we could just go back to like the 50s to 60s. Whatever. We
Exactly.
talked about it. We talked about it a little bit
People be forgetting.
before. You know what I'm saying? Like
We can go back a couple months.
yesterday.
Hey, look.
You know what I'm saying? Our grandmas, our grandparents, went through difficult times, especially in Prince Edward. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Schools closed. Schools closed. A lot of black kids didn't even go back.
All because a couple white people didn't want to go to school
Want to go to school.
with some black people.
Exactly.
But they
It
had
won't
to,
even like niggas was the problem. It wasn't even like we was going around beating up school. We got beat up. They were getting beat up schools and they were making do. They were like, okay. They were content. And then somebody was like,
they just wanted the education.
bro. And then somebody was like, nah, bro, like I'm sick of these textbooks that's falling apart. I want me a good old hardback book. And then somebody was like, nah, you don't deserve a hardback book. But why? Because you're black. What? Bro, come on, man. Anyway, I'm done. I'm over it because I think
but not just staying on that subject. It's like they said, a lot of times you be like, well, you got to get over slavery. We wasn't born back then, or like you can't be mad at something like you didn't experience, but my people, my grandparents experienced it.
No, Derek.
You know,
No, Derek. We experience it. Explain something to you, Dad.
Indirectly, yeah.
You sitting back, you stripped a person of everything that makes them a person, and you classify them as 3/5 of a human being. You literally dehumanize an entire race culture, and you sit there, and for what 400 years, you sit there and you enslave them, you work them, you make them do the jobs that you don't want to do. So then you finally are like, hold on now, it's 1900, y'all can be free. But we don't want y'all to have the same opportunities that we have. So we make the cost of college expensive. We create housing plans so that way y'all don't get into good housings. Because everything literally depends on where you live, your access to resources, all that shit. We're gonna make sure these neighborhoods don't have no resources. That means their schools are bad. That means their teachers aren't paid, which means the education over there is not as good. So you do this. You do this for another what? 100 years?
Mm-hmm.
And then you sit there and you say, "Well, I don't understand why you get upset." Because while I understand that maybe your parents didn't own slaves, but you can date your heritage all the way back to your European ancestors if that's what you chose to do. When our history stops, it doesn't. There's nothing. They don't have records of us on the boats. We didn't get names. So no.
Some generations didn't even start because people was jumping over the boat.
Bro.
Because they didn't want to.
Generations ending.
they ain't want to be slaves.
Some died on the boat.
They rather die.
Come on, man. Stop acting like y'all don't know, bro. Like, stop acting like y'all don't understand it. Stop acting like y'all don't. No, it's not that y'all don't. Y'all don't want to. And it's gonna go back. I'm gonna link it all back to the Cannon situation. What happened to him is sad as hell, and I wouldn't want it on nobody's kid. No matter the religion, whatever, race, doesn't matter. But the fact that you can sit there and you know that the system did everything in its power to make sure that his Cannon got justice. The fact that these people, that these individuals on the internet are using his death as a fucking propaganda tool against a movement that just says that maybe we just sick of the way we being treated
by police.
I think it's time we check some. I think it's time y'all check y'all privilege. I think it's time y'all, because y'all got more privilege than y'all think.
They know they do.
I think it's time for y'all to check it. I think it's time to be recognized. I think it's time for y'all to start using the power that y'all got for the betterment of somebody else. Stop being selfish. What's the point? What are you gaining from it? At this point, if we wanted to riot and murder and kill everybody on this earth, we would have did it by now. But the more y'all hold us back, the more y'all try to oppress us, and the more you try to make us feel like we ain't shit, that's doing nothing but fueling the fire. And then you gonna tell me, well, I don't understand why you're rioting. No, I don't understand why you don't get the fucking message yet. But I bet you if I go upside your head a couple times, I bet you'll get it then.
A couple times.
Shit, man.
Did y'all see that that Cat Williams?
The 7-minute joint?
7-minute joint. He spoke on that a little bit. Talk about like y'all think like we want revenge.
Yeah. Bro.
No. If people want a revenge, like, trust me. Black people, like, they way smarter than y'all think.
Bro.
They way smarter than y'all think.
We don't even want
that.
And you know what? This is, while we on this topic, I want to give a big shout out to the white people that do get it, that do understand, that do sympathize, and they read up.
Not even white people, just other
just
race.
Anybody.
Race.
Exactly. Because it was a lot of countries that supported us.
They seen what the hell was happening.
Yeah.
And that's another thing too. Like these countries, why are these other countries protesting something that's not even happening over? Maybe it is. I don't know, but. Why are they protesting something that's happening in the country if nothing is wrong?
And they got their own shit to deal with.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Like, y'all think people...
When have you ever seen the whole world protest?
Bro, I think... people think that these protests are just something to fucking do. Bro, these countries These countries don't give a fuck about America.
When it's dealing with this topic, this specific topic, you know, a lot of times people throw around, you know, the media is influencing y'all or blah blah blah.
Yeah.
Nah, this shit is happening.
Yeah.
This shit been happening before the media.
You know what's crazy? I'm guilty of it. At first, I was like, maybe it's just that police department.
Oh,
Maybe it's just that person. Maybe it's just that area.
Nah.
And then it kept happening. It kept happening. It kept happening.
Cause I'm about to say they
All
started
different
recording
places on the
everything.
United States. I'm like, all right now. You mean tell me that I gotta keep saying this same line for this
same
country that's
shit.
nowhere near? I mean, this state that's nowhere near this other state. Come on now. Nah, God cancel it. Y'all need to go ahead and wake up. Over.
They don't.
Because, like Kat said, you either get on the train with us or you don't. And I'm gonna tell you right now, in the times we living in today, black people are getting tired of having to deal with the bullshit that is racism. When black people are the ones that put this fucking country on its fucking back and made it as great as it fucking was, we wouldn't be able to have the shit that we have if it weren't for black people. And if you think I'm lying or I'm boosting,
They built the White House.
I'm about to say, if you think I'm lying or I'm boosting, do your history. It's there. We put the fucking country, our ancestors put the fucking country on the back so you can have the fucking privileges that you do. So your grandpappy and grandmama didn't have to sit back and worry about where they was getting their education and shit from. So you know,
It's like they don't talk about the they don't talk about the slave that Lewis and Clark had with them on the expedition.
I didn't even know that.
I actually knew about it. I never really looked into it. I knew about that years ago. That they wasn't the only two people that was on that
Because
expedition.
history was like, nah, it was just them two out there in the wilderness.
I mean, they consider us as nobody anyway, so that's why they they put it in the books like that.
Go ahead,
But
Dan. You better stop this chat before I keep it going.
nah, keep it going. We here now.
We
But
got some other stuff we gotta talk about.
But like you were saying earlier, like I would have so much more respect for somebody that just come out and say you don't like black people, black lives don't matter, and that you're racist. And then shut up.
Yeah.
I would respect you so much more.
I mean, I don't give a fuck about you. I might beat your ass right there. I ain't a violent person. I don't fight, but you coming all into my face. I'm like, this nigga must think I'm soft. But nah, I would, for real, if you just came out and told me, I would just, like Derek said, I respect you and just walk away because I know not to fuck with you now. Exactly. I know what you about. Don't be one of them closet racists. Don't waste my fucking time smiling in my face and then call me a nigga when you get to the dinner table with your family. Cause that's what they doing.
Oh yeah,
you know that. I can't believe this little nigga over here think keep on. Because you know what? I told myself that one day I was gonna be in a position of power. And you better pray to God that when I'm in that position of power, I got my right state of mind. Because, boy, I'm coming for some people. I am coming. Hey, you remember that joke you made that one time you thought it was funny? You fired.
I feel like that's why they really didn't like Obama from the jump.
Scared.
Just look at his character. How can you not like the Obamas?
Bro,
Obama's like that cool uncle.
Bro,
you know what I'm saying?
When Obama wore that brown Easter suit in the White House,
I was looking for it online.
I was like, yo, this nigga clean. I was like, if I want to be anybody in this world, I'll be Obama.
He was clean.
He was clean as a bitch.
Cool,
he was just so cool, bro.
Relax.
And he was balling. Like I remember that. Like they showed a clip not too long ago about him balling on the White.
Dog. Ugly ass Joe shot.
He was wetting them though.
Wait, yeah, he called the shot too. He shot that.
He
joke.
knew that shit was good.
What?
Yeah, bro. Come on, man.
How can you not like him,
bro? His family was just like they had no drama. Mm-mm. Like they just
and he even cared. Like all the stuff that was thrown at him, he didn't even pay attention to it. But he just kept being him.
But I wish people would wake up and realize, like, oh, okay, like our president now got sex scandals, rape charges.
Yeah, Obama ain't had none of that.
suggested ties to child.
But one reason Obama ain't had none of that, because Michelle won't play in that shit.
Yeah,
Behind every great man, there's a great woman.
bro.
Nobody going to the
what's her
Oval
name?
Office.
What's Trump's wife's name?
Melina.
Did y'all see that
She
video
don't
when they was
even-
walking off the plane?
She don't even like him,
Yeah.
Yeah.
bro. How can don't ask me to respect nobody that they his wife don't even respect him.
They probably don't even sleep in the same room together.
Hell,
Oh, I bet you his room smell like beef cheese, like just something, just something funky.
He look like he stink.
You do right?
Yeah.
Like he just got a greasy smell to him. Like he just, like he take baths and it just he don't use no soap. It's just water hitting his body.
that's stupid.
Dog, I don't know. He just look.
And it's cold water, not hot.
Oh, that's just nasty.
Yeah,
But I saw that video for it. That shit was hilarious.
She probably don't sleep in the White House.
Yeah, don't ask me.
I don't think she lived in the White House. I think like she was like the
probably stayed in
first lady to not live in the White House. I think she lived somewhere else. I think she was like staying at their other place or something.
You know you can't stand up there.
But I just want to bring light to that because out of all those scandals and all those allegations and the stuff that we've seen, y'all still respect
support him.
and support him,
He's the greatest.
and y'all treated 44 like he was like dog shit.
Bro, they burnt when Obama got reelected. They burnt the couch at Longwood.
You serious?
No, for real. No cap.
I would have boxed them.
They
niggas, bro.
burnt how they was raising hell. And then when Trump got elected, they was it was campus was stupid. A lot of spray paint on campus. It was like a KKK spray painted Trump. And like when you like when you have white supremacy, it's like always associated that supports this person.
I was going to say that.
Like,
I was going to say those exact things. Like,
you know what I'm saying? Like
how can you support them?
Are you blind? Like, what y'all looking at?
That's why I don't understand why these black people are supporting him.
Oh, because it's ignorance don't choose its color. For
It don't.
they don't choose their color. Oh, talking about
He like
black
it.
ignorance. Which I might have to. I want us to have a whole episode about nothing but ignorant black folk, just so we can name it Black Ignorance. 'Cause that's a really good title name. But did you see the dude from Grey's Anatomy? They got fired for like saying like fuck or something. Isaiah something. It's not Thomas because I know it ain't Isaiah Thomas.
I think I know. He played the doctor.
He
The
played
whole
the
thing.
doctor on Grey's Anatomy.
He played
before.
the heart surgeon.
I have no idea, dude. I didn't watch the show.
I don't know.
Carl
I ain't seen it
Darcy.
either.
Yeah, kind of slimmer.
Yeah.
So he got on there. He got on IG. Bruh, he went the fuck off. Because he's a black Republican. And he was just like he made this long ass post and was like, just going in on black people. One thing stood out to me was like, don't know who your daddy is, coon. Like, because he was talking about, like, basically the beginning message was like, Trump gonna get in the office, whatever, blah, 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 it's a landslide. And for y'all that don't, and then he just starts name calling black people, like, just going in. Called us coons, we don't know our dads, twerking, shooting and killing each other. Dog, I'm talking, like, this post was thick. Like, I'm doing my hand like this, but this was, like, on the text. Like, this was the text on IG. Like, it was that long. And, like, I was like, bro, like, you're that far gone.
Yeah.
You hate the color of your skin so
And
much.
he said that, but it's still associated with him. Everything you saying about a black person is still associated with you because
you're black.
Like, do you look in the mirror?
Nothing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, he Uncle Ruckus off Boondocks.
He's a house nigga.
He's a house nigga.
He's a house nigga.
Little do they know, when the white folks see this, that's all they see.
That's right. You right.
That's all they see, your color, whether you agree with them or not. That's all they gonna see at the end of the day.
You can kiss their ass all you
Yeah.
want. They don't give a damn about you at the end of the
When
day.
shit hit the fan, it's fuck you.
That's right.
You just benefiting them.
I know this thing ain't been going for 40 minutes.
It might be.
Whew. This is
It might be. We're not yet. I'm telling you, man.
I'm being doghouse tomorrow.
Nah, yeah. But nah, yeah. But we're gonna try to transition this conversation over. But we can definitely keep going about this.
We're gonna have a whole
We're
episode.
gonna have a whole nother episode on this. But we want to transition over
To a lighter note.
To a lighter topic.
Oh, what was that, Derek? That was a little stretch.
I had to show
Get
him
ready?
another song. But
Let's load off.
I know y'all seen Cardi B and Megan Thee Stallion.
Nah, I ain't see it.
WAP.
I ain't see.
Got some
Video.
hoes in this house. Got
Yeah,
some
hoes.
hoes in this house. Got some hoes.
I don't know what you're
But
talking about.
I fucks with this song.
Oh, you ain't
but,
see it, Joe?
Nah.
No,
You
you
didn't?
lying. But that song been getting a lot of like negative
Shonda, he seen it.
Mm.
criticism.
Dude, you better stop it.
Yeah, that song been getting a lot of negative criticism from like politicians, and I seen a lot of men as well. Like what y'all think about like
I
the
think it's
responses?
bullshit. I think it's bullshit. Go ahead, for I talked so much last time.
I think they making a big deal over nothing. Like, there's a man by the name of Marvin Cease came out the song Cannon Hinnant back in the 1980s.
Mercy,
That's the most
Jesus.
nastiest song I've ever heard.
Lord have mercy, Jesus. You always refer to that song.
And that's his song.
But that's my favorite song though.
That's-
But I'm like,
that's
okay,
his
that's
nickname.
WAP is nothing compared to Candy Liquor. It's nothing compared to Stand Up in It. Nothing compared to
Hey, that's that cookout music.
Make That Monkey Talk or
Make that monkey talk.
Yeah, I ain't know about that one.
I ain't never heard that either.
Four people.
what's the other one?
Make that monkey talk.
Cotton Candy.
Oh, I do like Cotton Candy. That's a good
That's my song.
Yeah, by Ronnie Bell. I mean, and then like they had these parents getting upset because their kids would listen to it. Bro, you allow your kids to listen to it.
Right.
There for it.
Exactly.
I mean, why would you like leave the education of your child in hands of a celebrity? They're there to entertain. They made that song specifically to entertain, not to educate your children. It's up to you to make sure your children don't listen to songs like that.
You took everything I said.
Yeah, I was like, damn, for
Yeah, I mean,
do I have a point?
No, I was like, no, for the people was thinking everything.
like
I
your
said.
5-year-old should not be going around some. There's some hoes in this house. There's some. If your 5-year-old going around the house saying that, that's your fault.
Yeah,
Yep.
Not Cardi B and Megan Thee Stallion
that's
fault.
right. Cause Cardi B and Meg Tory never said we was child friendly.
Exactly. They never
We
said it.
know, we know
Never
that.
said it.
No, you took all my points for real. I was gonna say like they kept saying like the song is too vulgar, is they're not good examples or role models
What?
to little
Bruh.
girls. My first thought was like, well, one, I was like, stop. That's
Exactly.
it. Stop trying to make everybody
A role
model.
Exactly. Just because they're celebrity.
You know what I'm saying? Stop trying to make everybody a role model or example. If God didn't put that responsibility on them, let them be. Let them people live their life how they want to. Like Ford was saying, the only people you got to worry about is your kids. Like you should be the only example to your kids. Like leave them people alone. Too, like Ford was also saying, like for me, music is just like entertainment, man. It just it helps with my mood. Like I see nothing wrong with the song. Like I guess that's just how I grew up. But like I feel like y'all must forgot who Lil Kim and Trina is.
Boy, oh
Like,
yes.
my God.
We must forgot like who they are. Like look back at me had the FBC parties turned all the way
I wasn't
up.
know nothing about that. I didn't party. I ain't party.
You know what I'm
Just
saying? And then you have songs like Ford to name some songs. The Whisper song.
Oh, I did see my. Oh,
The whole dirty version. My neck, my back. You got slob on my knob.
What was the junk called? And I mean, niggas used to stay getting the lap dance to this song.
Nasty song.
Yes, let me sing that, boy.
You got Plies Get You Wet.
Yep.
Let
Trey
me take you to the
Songz.
candy shop.
Don't do.
Trey Songz Inside Part 2. That
Oh
whole
yeah.
noise is all in the song.
Yeah.
And we could go on and on. Like WAP is like JV in the game. Like that's a minor league song.
But we know what it is. Though.
You know what I'm saying? Like, that's a minor league song. I feel like if a dude, I'm gonna tell you just like this. If a dude got a problem with it, I feel like you not doing good in that area. I feel like if a female got a problem with it, you don't have to WAP.
Whoa.
You know what I'm saying?
Wow.
Like, it's, like what is the
It's
like
another episode of Unfiltered Brothers. I'll
Like,
be your boy Joe.
this like
Nah, I'm gone. You didn't do that.
it would have been a different story if the video was wild. Video wasn't even wild.
No, it won't.
Video wasn't even wild at all. The lyrics was like
What's no more normal
it's
than what
slight.
else?
It's-
Anything else?
That was slight lyrics,
Bro,
bro.
I
It's
never
just
forget-
entertainment, bro.
I never forget in high school, in government school, when Tiger came out with that song, Make It Nasty. And yeah. So it's two videos to that song. It's an edited one and a non-edited one. And I remember watching the non-edited one at the school at Southside because I was doing a government school. You know, they ain't got no blockers there. Nigga. Titties all throughout the video. Like, they just naked. It's like, 'cause it was like a house party. And my thing is, though, like, first of all, I think that we have a real problem with, it's okay for us as men to sexualize women.
But when they talk about it,
But when
it's a
women
problem.
do it, they stop being sexy. I saw that on Twitter. I think that's a valid point. I think that it's crazy that, you know, that niggas be like, oh, that's what I want. I want some WAP. I want some WAP. And then a girl's like, I got that WAP. Oh, she a hoe. Like, bro,
Right.
like, come on, man. Like, grow up. Like, you a whole adult out here. Like, first of all, my thing is this, like, there's nothing, like, for the song, like you said, is entertainment. Y'all hit the point, the main point I was gonna say. The song is entertainment.
Yeah.
And it's up to you to make sure that you filter as much as you can from kids. But y'all want to go out here and give kids cell phones and stuff like
Right.
that. Like, they got the internet at their hands.
Yep.
And, you know, but even if you know, you do everything, because it's only so much you can do as a parent. You know, eventually kids gonna start going back to school, and the kids will be like, you heard about that song, WAP? Like, kids gonna talk.
My thing is, also another thing is like we've heard Cardi B songs, we heard Meg and Stallion songs.
We know what Cardi B
You
about.
pit them two together.
We knew what this was about.
Exactly.
That's why everybody was excited.
You put them two together. You knew what you was gonna get. If you had a problem, you should have never clicked on the song in the first place. You wanted to go listen because you wanted to have something to say about it.
I just wanted to use
You know
it
what
as a
I'm saying?
tool against black
A
people.
tool,
Like,
that's
that's
it.
it.
And the thing about it, they mad, but at the end of the day, Cardi B and Megan got a fat ass check.
Yep, they number one song.
Yeah,
Their
they hit
song
the
is
number one.
popping.
They blocked
Yeah.
Drake from hitting number one. I saw that.
That
Every
song-
Drake
time-
has always been number
Every
one.
time that song is played on the radio, every time you download it, they getting a check,
Bro,
and y'all still mad.
They
And it's
stay
a new-
painted on 106.5.
It's you know what? I ain't gonna hold you. If the clubs was open right now,
No, they
and that song played, it's,
Yep.
soon as it dropped.
because I ain't gonna lie to you. It might be the new Back That Ass Up. I don't think from like,
Maybe on the girl side.
yeah,
Maybe.
you know what I'm saying? Like, it might be the new song that when people hear, they automatically associate with like, oh, I'm gonna get this twerk.
Right.
Cause you know you play Back That Ass Up in a party,
That's automatic.
and you in the bathroom.
If you're not at a fraternity party. Shout out to the Sigmas out there.
You was gonna get that in there,
that
won't you?
plug.
I knew you was gonna do that.
Shout out to my brothers. Nah, I feel where you coming from.
but nah, I mean, like, you know, it might be it probably would never be on that scale
Nah,
to
yeah.
us personally because that is our generation. But like, you know, younger kids, like, you know, it might be the new Back That Ass Up because you know
They
they ain't
gonna-
grow up in the 99 2000. They can't associate with it, but we did.
Yeah, you're right. But yeah, some of those lyrics, it's like, I hear you.
You know,
I hear
think about it. Think
I
about
hear
you at the club. You hear WAP.
I'm looking like,
Hey,
I'm looking. Y'all can't look. I'm
yeah, I
looking,
can't look.
I
I
can't
be over
look.
there like this.
Shoot, I can't even go to the club.
I be like, oh, you right. Can't step foot in it. How you gonna hate? You can't even get in.
Right.
Can't.
How you gonna hate from outside of the club?
But no, I think that I think it's a stupid ass argument. I think
It
the song
is.
is fucking fire. I think that Cardi B and Meg are two of the greatest female rappers of this generation. I think that they put out a fire ass song. I think that hating ass niggas need to shut up, stay in your lane. Like that's it. Like it's a song, bro.
Yeah.
And just like any other song, you might like it, you might not
It
like
was
it.
nothing said in that song that we haven't heard already before.
Man,
That's what I'm saying.
Like, bro.
That's why I said these dudes they ain't getting it out here.
But no, these dudes need to like for real. Men need to shut up. Men need to shut up.
Men need to shut up. Yeah.
Like, don't get me. You know me. I'm a man advocate. I be defending us, but then sometimes I be like,
Yeah.
"You make this hard as hell, bro."
Exactly.
But nah,
This
like
is-
it's not your place, bro. If she
Exactly.
want to talk
Yeah.
about what she got and she want to brag on it, because then I saw this other post that was like, it might be offending to someone that don't got the WAP, and I was like, that's true. It might be a sore spot for somebody that don't got the WAP, but if I hear a song about a nigga, you know, if a nigga hears a song about a big dick and you like you ain't got a big dick, it might be offending to you too. I don't have them, bro. But I mean, you know what I'm saying. But you know, like all just aside, like you trying to say like you trying, oh, it might offend one group, like bro, like it's not. That's not like why are you making it that fucking deep? It's
One
a
is
song,
like one group. That's a problem you gotta take up with the doctor.
bro. It's not even that fucking deep. It's a song.
It's a song.
Blue pill, red pill.
Yeah, y'all gotta invest in some enhancements out here. Like it's not that deep,
Bro, it's just it's not to the point where you should make it that fucking deep. It's a song, bro.
just
That's
Oh, your song.
But
Next year they'll be playing something else.
next year they'll be playing something else. Next month they'll be playing something else.
Exactly.
You know, it's gonna be somebody else come up with another nasty song, and then everybody's gonna be like, "Yeah, he's saying that."
Yep.
But
yeah, but I mean, men can make songs.
I
like
think what
shake
it
your
is-
ass and this and that. But
Them ones out that's not no offense. Them ones that's not working because of COVID.
this nigga
They
looked at
send
me
it-
and said, "No offense." I should punch him in his face. I was like, "Who's getting offended?" Oh, I'm getting offended. This nigga.
But like I was saying, my bad, Joe. But them ones that sit at the house and ain't got nothing to do but just sit on social media
Yeah.
and listen to stuff like listen to the song and all that stuff. They was the ones complaining because they finding little stuff because they ain't got nothing else to do.
Yeah. Nah, you right.
my thing is, how can you complain about a song when you talk about Cardi, when you talk about Megan, especially Megan, Lord, she can have all of me. But when you talk about them two, like they the main ones that men be talking about. Lord, if I ever get, if I was offset, blah blah blah, or if I ever get Meg need me in her life, blah blah blah. Like y'all talk all this mess, but then they talk about what they talking about. Then you got a problem. Why is it a problem? We knew.
We knew what you was getting. You
You
knew
know
what you was
what I'm
getting into when you saw what they was working with. Like this. And the crazy part is, this really I don't think is the nastiest song Cardi B and Meg have. I literally think that it might be something out there. In there.
When Cardi B
Like-
stick her tongue out, you can see that she's nasty.
Man,
You have a girlfriend.
She don't listen to this.
look, because he said that, she gonna start today.
Oh God.
Yeah, like
This nigga-
it's not even the nastiest song they have. It's not even the nastiest song.
Out
Period.
there.
You know what I'm saying? Especially when you talk about lyrics, Lil Wayne got some shit out there. When you talk about
Phew.
the pussy.
I'm telling y'all, the late
Girl,
1980s,
you lie.
Marvin Cease,
Girl, you
Candy Liquor. Look it up.
This nigga.
You know he for the old head, so he know the mode song.
Something wrong with this man.
That's his nickname though.
Mm-hmm.
Candy, they Sean Candy Liquor for it.
Mm-hmm.
I hope that poor girl will listen
Call
to
him.
this thing. I hope she really don't start listening to it.
No, that's stupid. But no, yeah, it's just I don't even know why we shouldn't even have to have this as a topic, cause that's stupid. It's a good song. It's a good song. Y'all just hating.
Hating that.
Just
I
hating
tell
is
you,
the
the
all-time
number
high.
one plague on America gonna be a hating ass nigga, bro.
I hate
Yep.
that.
Bro, like you just a hater. Like, just go
And the
ahead.
ones that probably started the hating is the ones that them so-called rappers who ain't got up off the ground yet.
Bro, we not gonna. Nah, fuck it. We gonna talk about it.
Oh, this nigga said.
Nah, man, those motherfuckers be the worst, man.
What they be
They
doing?
be the worst, bro. Like, I'm not. Of course, there's some people around the area that I listen to, that do make good music, whatever. But it's some people out there that y'all whack, man. Y'all whack, man. Your friends is fake as fuck.
Derek, what is
they-
wrong with you
your-
today?
No, fuck it. Your friends is fake as fuck. 'Cause they ain't gonna tell you that your music suck
Derek.
ass. And then they boost just like sex. It's just like sex. You boosting this nigga ego up. You boosting this nigga ego up, thinking he could rap and everything like that. He constantly putting out EPs and shit. Nobody's listening to him. That's why you not getting your listens. And then you have a nerd to criticize a motherfucker that's actually making money as a rapper or artist. You're not making anything. You're not going to make anything because you
Derek.
can't rap. Stop it.
Derek.
Don't call me. Tell the nigga to stop,
Derek.
bro. Stop.
Taking all the rump up on
If
SoundCloud.
you see this, just take it off.
Let's make another episode of Unfiltered
Bro,
Brothers.
they just wasting time out
Nah.
here. Bro, they really wasting time.
all
out
that
here,
mess
bro.
on SoundCloud for nothing.
What is
They
wrong
need to
with
turn
you?
the sound down. Like
Why am I the sensible one today? We need
Nah,
Rand.
fuck.
The balance is off.
that's what it is. Rand's not here, so. But nah, y'all need to stop. Ford started it.
I'm just saying though.
I'm blaming it on Ford.
Come on.
I can't blame
Come
it
on.
on Rand.
Download my new single on
I gotta blame it on
iTunes.
Ford.
I'm not paying no 99 cents for that shit.
Man, you better put that shit on Facebook and shut up
I ain't gonna listen to it on Facebook.
at all. I'm gonna
Keep
right there.
scrolling.
Shit. That's messed up, man.
Ain't
If
messed up.
anything,
It's
I'm
the
gonna
truth.
report it.
Hey,
It's
them-
the truth.
them people out there, they giving their all to that thing, man.
They give it all, but hey, my thing is, I give you your all, but don't sit here criticize motherfuckers that's making millions of dollars. They getting their songs is on the Billboard.
Yeah, and all you can do is sing at Fevers.
You have
This
Lord,
nigga fucking
boy,
Ford.
you about to keep me going,
Lord have mercy. Y'all
Bro.
is on one.
bro. Boy, make sure you put me on the schedule, bro. No, we go to feet. What? That's also what y'all need to stop.
Stop
If you
wasting
want- if
William
you
Hardy
want-
time.
If we gonna perform, do it like a concert or something. Y'all need to stop performing at these parties, man. We just want to dance, catch some twerks, bro. We not about to take an
everybody-
intermission for you to release a song that nobody. Bro, stop.
Hey, for everybody,
Y'all sing with me, bitch. We don't know.
everybody that
We don't know
is
the
not
words.
familiar with Farmville, Fevers is like a little spot where everybody goes to.
Bro.
You know, a small country town.
I swear, anytime I see somebody performing on the flyer, I'm not going.
It's
I'm
a
sorry.
small little country
And no
town,
offense
so
to like the ones that can like rap, but I don't want to hear y'all. I go to a party to party.
Exactly.
I don't want to. Ain't no intermission.
Hey, like I said, it's a small little country town, man. You have a little hole in the wall joint. That's what Fevers is. For everybody.
If you can't fight, don't go.
Yeah. Listen, if your eyes ain't strong, don't go because you're gonna get pepper sprayed when you go to Fevers. I got it
When-
3 times.
For everybody, that's trying to make a successful rap career, don't give up on your dreams. I'm sure you'll make it one day.
Find a true passion.
What?
If you stutter like me, rapping is not your thing.
Yo, what is wrong with you two today?
I'm saying like
I'm
Hey,
just
but you know
saying.
the
Yo,
crazy
grandma-
part is, for as you laugh, but Derek ain't cracking a smile yet.
I'm so
Derek has yet
serious.
to-
I'm so serious. Bro. I'm tired of
scary,
these,
bro.
I'm tired of these people.
Bro, what the fuck?
Bro.
These people do what they gotta do.
Bro, nah,
Cause Derek actually know what he thought. Derek listens more than I do. I'm just over here making jokes.
Bro, they gotta stop, bro. They gotta stop.
Bro,
they
you
kill
gotta-
me,
you
bro.
can't stop people from trying to
Bro.
do their thing, man.
That's like me criticizing, you know what I'm saying, a football player. I've never played organized football in my life. I ain't got nothing to say, especially they in the NFL. Anybody in the NBA, they got there for a reason. They might suck ass in the NBA, but they can still beat me in ball because they got to the NBA.
Mm-hmm.
But y'all out here saying, man, this nigga album whack or this and that. Your shit whack too.
Exactly.
Your shit whack too, bro.
That's like me.
Bro,
That's
your
like
shit
me
whack
being a
too,
quartet singer, criticizing another quartet singer who has CDs out, Stellus Awards, Music Award, BET Awards, and I ain't got the first single out.
This shit stupid. Y'all gotta stop.
Y'all are really on one.
No, I blame the friends.
Yeah.
I blame the friends.
you had you had me dying.
I blame the
Your
friends.
friends is fake.
No, they fake as fuck, bro. I'm gonna tell you. I'm gonna tell you.
I hope you do.
You know we run.
Yo, if I couldn't rap, you'll tell me.
Hell yeah. Oh, Joe, stop.
Joe, if I see the flyer, I ain't coming.
Bro, y'all not gonna support me.
Hell
No.
That's fucked up, bro. Y'all
Shout-
supposed to have my back.
I am good. Shout out to my nigga Q. Shout out to my nigga Q, T little brother.
Well, I'm gonna do. I'm gonna call you and say, Joe,
Check
don't
him
go
out.
cancel the show.
Check him out.
I did.
We're gonna go past that though.
Man, I
Yeah,
can't believe
we
y'all
got-
would actually do me like that, bro.
No, forget, bro. I'm once again. What did I say on the first episode? I want to be the friend to tell you what you need to hear, not what you want.
But it's best that you hear from us and not
Exactly.
somebody else.
I don't want you to go out there and
But
embarrass
maybe
yourself.
you can give me constructive criticism and help me improve my craft.
Mm-mm.
If we know that's not your calling, we not gonna let you go out there and make a fool of yourself.
Because I could write a 16 and it sound better than most of these motherfuckers out here.
Oh, dude.
I promise you, I
Who
could write
toes are you stepping on?
they know if they looking at this. If they get offended, if they comment, it be the ones that comment on shit that get offended. They go, damn, this nigga talk about put at me, nigga. It be those ones they know.
You ain't.
They know. I swear.
I really
Anyways.
don't know what to say right now. Like,
Anyways, we'll go past this. Since we was on we'll try to make this quick, but we probably won't. But since we was on the topic of Cardi B, Megan Thee Stallion, as we know that she just came out and like confirmed
fuck that nigga Tory.
confirmed
We riding
that
on that
Tory
nigga after
shot
this.
her, and just like with that whole thing
The nigga
With the
name
people-
is Tory.
and everything like
What's wrong
that.
with Tory? I like Tory. It's a nice name.
I don't
Now that I said it and thought about it, I don't like his
I don't
name anymore.
Yeah, people. I don't know. People still. I think I think I showed you the text. Sent it on IG.
Yeah.
I think that's another reason why people don't. Or black women feel like they're not protected enough. Because people still like questioning. Like what happened? Like
we talked
I
about
feel
this
like
in an early episode.
yeah, I feel like you're not telling the whole story. Well, let's hear Tory's story. I mean, side. Like,
The fuck is
why
Tory's side?
Why do we even need to hear the side? Like, even if it was, not what. Even if Megan lied about the whole story,
She still
the
got
shot-
hurt.
the bullet still came out his gun.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like, what else do you need to know? There's nothing else you need to know. I don't care. Like, I don't care what you did. Well, I don't care what she did. She got out the car, and the nigga pulled the gun out and started shooting.
Yeah, that's some bitch
You know what I'm
shit.
saying?
That's some. I ain't gonna hold.
What
you.
else do you need to know?
That's some bitch shit.
What else do you need to know? There's nothing else you
Like
need to know.
if we were all together, if one of y'all niggas did that, I would have boxed y'all right there. I would have boxed.
Oh yeah,
y'all
we
right
would
there.
have been fighting until the cops came.
Because first of all, it doesn't, like you said, bro. It don't matter what the fuck Meg did.
It doesn't matter at
It
all.
does not constitute you pulling a gun out on this girl.
It's unacceptable.
But nah, bro. I told you in that last conversation. You know, it's I swear to God, it's the renaissance for the black person. I swear to God, we are getting so much. I don't even know what
There's
to
so
call
much shit happen. Because
Yo,
so much
and
shit,
it's like
so
coming
much
to
shit
light.
happen between races, and then there's so much shit happening
in our
in our own community.
It's like we about to hit the next enlightenment, dog. I swear. I'm not even trying to be funny. I think that the next one, like whatever is coming for black people, is gonna be big. Because for the fact of the matter is, black women have come out and said
we don't
they
give a
don't
shit about it.
feel protected,
Pretty much said we don't give a shit about
and
that.
that black men just don't ride for us like we ride for them. And I'm gonna tell you right now, for everybody at home listening that don't believe this statement, Meg Thee Stallion said out her own mouth that while she was leaking blood, she lied to the cops to protect everybody. I'm not even gonna lie. Let one of y'all niggas shoot me. Oh, I'm snitching. Everybody's going down. That nigga right there did it. Dog, like, nah, bro. Like, I think we really need to sit down as black men. Because, like you said, Derek, I saw that shit that they were saying, too. Like, oh, we need to hear Tory's side. Like, what happened, blah, blah, blah. Something might be wrong with Tory. Nah, bro.
We don't need.
Nah, bro. We don't need to hear his side.
We knew it was Tory before she even came out and said that.
We knew it was Tory before she came out and said it.
Because when I seen it yesterday, I was like, but I thought we already knew this.
Yeah. We ain't had no information. We ain't have it confirmed.
We ain't know, like, the whole story. Well, she pretty much told, like, the situation that happened leading up to it.
And the crazy part was that nigga Adam 22, which we had said on the previous episode, because I was telling y'all where I heard the information from, was completely wrong. Like, it was like had nothing to do with what that nigga was talking about, bro. And you know, it's wild that she sat there. First of all, bro, it's one thing for you. It's one thing for us to get to arguing at a party or in the car or something, and then that gets publicized, and we have to act like, you know, I can't come out and say nothing. My people and your people talking it out. That's one thing. But it's a whole nother conversation, bro. When you get fucking shot. When you get shot and you still have to deal with the same shit and the person that you protecting ain't even shutting the fuck up.
Yep. Lying. Not even a minute.
Bruh. Serious problem that needs to be addressed. Black men, the same way we said white people need to be held accountable for that shit, we need to be held accountable as well.
For action. Yep.
Accountability. It's the same shit, and it all goes back to the same shit with the WAP. This misogynistic shit that black men that we have going on is a fucking problem. The fuck we gonna say? What the fuck can you say to this, bro? Like she still in the end she still roll for this nigga.
Yeah, exactly.
And this ain't. And then you know what the crazy part is, bro? This ain't the first time that some wild shit like this has happened. This ain't the first time the black woman has put us on her back and carried us. Bro, we you know what? I'll never forget when the J. Cole versus No Name thing happened. And I was like, why are they so mad at Cole? Which, I mean, I ain't gonna hold you. Like, that's my number one rapper. You know, I fuck with Cole. And but I can see I can see why they were saying that now. Now, granted, I don't think that's what Cole intended. I don't think that's,
I don't think so,
you know, I think that's a whole other conversation. But I see why they said what they said. Because if situations like Meg's situation is happening, then I can see, it's like that boiling point.
Yeah. Y'all still making fun of the whole situation.
But you know what?
If your mama gets shot in the foot.
Oh.
Yeah.
If your mama gets shot in the foot.
Somebody
I'll
gonna
go ahead
die.
and make jokes of that on the internet. I bet you gonna try to come back and do something to me. You know what I'm saying? It's the same thing.
And but you know
that's a black woman.
But you know, I remember I was like, you know, what made Meg? First of all, the crazy part about it is I remember in like an earlier episode we were like, what protects Meg? Like, what makes Meg's situation any different than any other joke that we've made on the internet and stuff like that? And it makes me realize that, like, you become desensitized to a lot of shit that's going on out here.
Mm-hmm.
And the fact that we were as black men, we were so desensitized to it that we didn't know what the fuck was happening in our own communities to our own women about how they were feeling and stuff. It's beyond me, bro. You know, I was talking to this person. And they told me that their mama said that women ain't supposed to be happy.
What?
Bro, she said that her mom had this was like years ago. Like, this was like 2017. And I remember we was having this conversation. I thought about it with this Meg situation too. Women, and I'll say especially black women, feel like they have to be the caretakers, caregivers, and everything, and that they have to make sacrifices for their kids, for their families, etc., etc. While we go out here and we do what we want, without any repercussions or nothing like that. While granted, I don't believe that's how it is in every household. I believe that there are some black fathers, definitely there are some single black fathers holding it down, and there are some black fathers that are actively in their kids' lives. But I think that to the point where black women have said that you are either going to just deal with it, or like there's no other option. Like, you know, it's like whatever, and we coming to you it reminds me of Black Lives Matter, man. I'm gonna tell you why I said that, because we got to the point where we don't want to deal with it no more. We don't want to sit there and be like, all right, well, we're dying by the cops. We just gonna let it keep going. It's that boiling point. And I think that this is a situation that we need to address before that boiling point gets so bad that it can't be rectified. Because after a while, they gonna give up on us.
Mm-hmm.
And then what we gonna do? Look stupid.
I'm about to say, it doesn't make it any better when you see stuff on social media where it's like when they post like a bad white girl or a white girl with a fat ass, and the caption is like every black girl's nightmare or something like that.
Oh, I saw that.
You know what I'm saying? Like, y'all gotta stop. Like, no.
Because what they don't realize, if it had not been for black women, there'll be no black men.
Your mama black.
Exactly.
Your grandma black. Your aunt is black. Your sister black.
And that's like
your cousin's black.
That's like what Tupac was saying. It's like, how can you disrespect a woman when you came from one?
Exactly.
I don't get it.
She carried your ass for 9 months, pushed you out.
Bruh, you know, if my girl gets pregnant today and she carries my child, 9 months of uncomfortableness, and then she has to deal with the damages to her body, the whole hormonal shift.
Yeah.
She has to deal with all this afterwards, and still be a fucking mom. And all I did was last 10 minutes of some WAP.
Basically.
But nah, dude, all this time, like, bro, like, we got to be. I had to link it back somewhere.
No, I got you.
I was like, I had to do it. But nah, we got to be held accountable. We got to step up to the plate. Come on, man.
I think another thing, it's not even dealing with like men or anything about that. It's like a lot of people. I've seen a couple people, you know, call like Meg a snitch or something like that.
Yeah.
And like I'm tired of people acting like, you know, they from the streets, you know, stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
You know, stick to the code, like. A lot of y'all, exactly, like, what code? Like, what's the code? A lot of y'all didn't grow up in the streets. I never grew up in the streets.
Exactly.
You know, I know some people.
We grew up in the country.
You know what I'm saying? Who have. Some people fake like they grew up in the streets, but we went to the same school. I ain't gonna talk about that. That's another. That's
you
another
are
episode.
really going in right
That's
now.
another episode. But
Derek don't care today.
Derek does not give a fuck on this episode.
No, I think it was the cheesecake. But yeah, it's like, man, stop faking like you somebody that you're not, man. Like, Meg never came out and said like she was from the streets or anything like that. Y'all put that on her.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all put that on her. You know, that's different from like somebody like a 6ix9ine who portrayed like he was from the streets, but we see what happened.
No, Meg was just real as fuck.
She was real as fuck.
Yeah.
She was real as fuck.
But you associate a black rapper with being from
exactly.
the streets.
But how can you say she snitched when like she told a story? She didn't even tell the cops what happened.
Nah,
and then y'all. Oh, my fault.
No, go. I'll cut over you.
I was thinking, like, y'all want to hear Tory side of it. Tory can't tell his side, because if Tory tell his side, he gonna get prosecuted.
No, my thing is you trying to call Meg out for the fucking streets when your fucking nigga harmed a fucking woman for no apparent reason. She didn't pull a gun out on Tory. She said that she got out that car and she was walking away because she was sick of arguing. This girl, first of all, I don't care. My number one rule is that I don't give a fuck what we're arguing about. I'm going to take you home. I'm going to make sure that you're safe. Because I have to be there for you.
Somebody like Megan, yeah, I can't have her mad at me. I'm sorry, I had to.
Derek, shut up for a minute.
This episode is a wild ass episode. This is what it is. I'm gonna tell you right now, we unfiltered, but this episode is unfiltered. We have not gave no fucks. Durant can't come back to no more episodes. With Durant here, we filtered.
Facts.
But nah, bro, like you calling out, and that's my fucking problem with the misogyny. You calling out Meg, but you're not checking your nigga. And it happens a lot more than you think. We don't check our niggas when they fuck up. Because I'm going to tell you right now, if Tory was my nigga, I would have boxed that nigga. First of all, you're not just. Well, go ahead. I'm going to go in. I'm about to say.
Oh, go ahead. I was going to say it. Go ahead.
Oh, I say, you're not just endangering somebody's fucking life with a fucking gun. You putting all of us in fucking jeopardy because we got weapons in the car. Yep. We smacked. We trying to get she said she was 5 minutes from the crib, bro. Mm-hmm. You couldn't just shut the fuck up and deal with it for 5 minutes? Nah, dog. I don't give a fuck what the fuck the situation is. I don't give a fuck what the fuck happened. I don't give a fuck if Meg called this nigga a pussy ass, bitch ass, dumb ass, fairy ass, short ass, bitch ass nigga. Yeah. I don't care if she had her finger in his fucking face. His role as a man was to make sure that girl got home safe. It was not putting no fucking gun on her.
Yep.
You know, it's no excuse, bro. It's no excuse. Unless Meg, I could see if Meg was boxing his ass. No. No, here you go, bro. I can see if Meg was boxing his ass and he put his hands up, or he was like pushed her off, or just something like that. But bro,
you pulled a gun out.
You know, even in that situation where I feel like women hit you, you as a man still can't put your hands on her. That's what I was taught. But then my mama also taught me. She was like, my mama was like, if a girl put her hands on you and she beat your ass, you better hit that back.
My mama said the same thing.
But she said, you can't do it. You call me.
Hey, I got.
But nah, dude, like for you to pull a fucking gun out on a girl that's walking away,
that's a sign of a bitch right there.
Yeah, you bitch.
He's more of a bitch because it was a female.
Now
even if it was a dude.
Now I gotta sit back. I gotta delete what's popping remix off my phone,
bro. This was Tory year.
Dog, Tory wasn't.
This was Tory year.
Whatever the fuck Tory was going through, whatever his problem was in that small ass time frame for him to pull a fucking gun out.
That shit is
dog. You threw it all away.
All the way. This was his year,
bro. He had made out his label.
Exactly.
He had I think 2 or 3 number 1 hits. I know what's popping was one. I know he had another one or something like that. He had the IG quarantine radio.
He was popping, bro.
He was hanging out with Meg and everybody. He was having a fucking time of his life.
I don't know.
And you
what
threw
happened.
it away.
And like we said last time, that shit just came out of nowhere.
Bitch tendencies. You can only hide them for so long.
No, I was gonna say then I'm in the conversation. Well, I'm in my conversation. Mm-hmm. What you were saying, just holding your dude accountable. It like with us, we know how we are with each other. We gonna hold each other accountable regardless.
Exactly.
You know, we're gonna tell each other like what we need to hear. You know, like Jay, we tell him.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
we tell hold Jay him accountable
for everything. Yeah.
That we be hard on him, but
he got it. He got to know though.
Yeah,
but that's not even with y'all. I do that in my other groups as well.
Exactly.
And I expect that other person to be like that towards me as well. So whatever group y'all in, man, y'all like Joe was saying, just y'all gotta hold each other more accountable for your actions, man. If you see your boy acting up, like he about to get himself in some trouble, you need to tell himself about it. That's what I always say. Like if somebody go to jail, like my brother go to jail right now, I'm not saying free him. No cap. I'm not gonna say free him because he knew he shouldn't put himself in that predicament. You know what I'm saying? Like you knew the consequences of your actions was gonna be. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not gonna say that. So we need to hold each other accountable for those types of situations. So
accountability. That would be the main lesson of the day.
Yep.
Because at this point, it's like if you ain't gonna do it, then who is?
Exactly.
I don't want no friends that ain't gonna hold me accountable. If I'm fucking up, you let me know.
Exactly.
But I ain't got no more to say about that.
Yeah, I ain't got no more before you got anything else to say
No,
about that.
I'm good.
All right, so with that, we'll go to our last segment of the episode. No cap. Ford, you wanna start this off?
No cap.
Pick your nose before you pick your ear. And when you pick your ear, make sure you don't pick your nose again.
But pick my foot up your ass.
You know, for real, I'm always going to, for now on, that's going to be my thing. I'm going to wait till Ford say something. I'm going to throw in a no cap that's wild.
Maybe forget my damn no cap.
Oh, shit.
While he waiting,
I got mine.
go ahead, Joe.
All right. No cap, protect your energy. You know, there's a lot of. I'm a true believer in aura and energy. I'm a true believer in that there are some people that can generate it, make it. That can generate it, make it good, and give it out to inspire and help others. And I think that there are some others that just drain you of it. And I think that make sure you as a responsibility to yourself to protect that energy at all costs. If you see that someone is draining you, or you see that a situation is draining you, take note of it and make sure that you remove it, because you only got so much energy that you can be willing to give it away. And if you got something that's taken away from it, it's unhealthy. It affects your mental, spiritual, and physical aspects of your life. I'm a true believer in protecting your energy, because I feel like if you are not protecting your energy and yourself, then you can not only do harm to yourself, but you can do harm to your loved ones, because you can take things out on them, because you don't want out here not being careful of who you share your energy with. And that energy, sexually, physically, anything,
Energy is
like it's
crazy.
crazy.
Energy is crazy.
And be more in tune with yourself, man. If you realizing like, man, this situation right here is draining me, blah blah blah. That's a situation that's draining your energy, your aura.
Yep.
Your aura could be a beautiful yellow. You out here looking with a dingy ass color because you sitting back, you don't know, the situation draining you. So just take note of that. Especially in the times like now, where it's so much uncertainty. Protect your energy, because that entails protect yourself. That's my no cap.
Cool. Ford, no cap.
No cap. Hold your head up.
Mm.
Don't walk around with your head held down. Just have a positive attitude every day that you wake up. Every day that you wake up is a blessing from up above. With every situation that you encounter, whether good or bad, at the end of the day, it's all about how you make of it. So what I'm trying to say is just have a better outlook on life. You might have a bad day at work, but it's not the end of the day. It's not your last day. You still got tomorrow to make it better. So don't walk around with your head held down. Keep on looking up, because every blessing comes from up above.
Did you say that? You write that for me? You write it for me? Just say
Nah,
it.
I heard that in church.
Okay.
No cap. No cap. You gotta give respect to receive it. That goes for anybody. I don't care if you're the president. I don't care if it's your mama. I don't care if it's your auntie. I don't care if it's little Billy Bob. Anybody, you gotta give respect to receive it. Treat everybody how you want to be treated. And since we're on a conversation of women, treat these women with respect. Treat women how you want somebody to treat your daughter or your mama.
That's right.
Look at yourself and ask, would you want your daughter to date somebody like you?
Well,
Look in the mirror and evaluate yourself. Because since we speaking of black women, we need to love them, care for them, protect them,
Cherish 'em.
and everything like that. Me personally, I love everything. I love everything about a black woman. When I look at my mother, I love just how strong they are, how they're able to provide, and just the will to never give up, always going forward. And that's just a couple things I admire about a black woman. So fellas, we need to continue to love and care for our women and protect them.
Yeah, because they out here busting their ass for us.
Yep.
We need to do the same for them.
Yep. So with that,
So for you sorry ass niggas that don't know how to change oil, change a tire, or can't do it, fucking figure it out. Cause I'm telling you,
Joe, I gotta figure it out. I will. Damn.
you know how to do that shit. Well, you don't gotta change the oil, but you know how to change the tire.
A little bit, yeah.
Hey, look,
Yeah.
but you know what? If you don't, call me. I got you.
It's YouTube. I know how to figure it out.
Bingo. Go ahead.
Yep.
Sound
Yeah,
so.
So Joseph don't answer the phone.
With that, we come to the conclusion of this
Oh,
episode.
hold on.
of
My
Unfiltered
bad.
Brothers.
No offense. Since that's what we throwing out there. Sign us off,
Come to
man.
the conclusion of this episode, Unfiltered Brothers. Make sure you follow us on social media: Facebook, Unfiltered Brothers; Twitter, Unfiltered Bros; Instagram, Unfiltered Brothers Podcast. Make sure you subscribe to our channel on YouTube, Unfiltered Brothers, and make sure you subscribe to us on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, as well as SoundCloud. And with that, y'all stay blessed, y'all stay safe, protect our black women, save our children, and we out here.
God bless you.
Yo.
Peace.